Happy Tuesday, Anthony Special here with Special Analysis, unedited and on the edge of the market. Hope you had a wonderful Monday. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday so far. Today we are going to take a look at our positions. A couple that we've closed recently, more important, a handful that we have open, and we'll see what the market offers us this week. So let's break it down. Opening up the chart here, we had a short on the NASDAQ. This would look probably most familiar on a weekly chart. We shorted it around this area right here. We booked profits with a 1% buffer right around here. Worked out beautifully. We are out of this trade. S&P 500. We had a sell opportunity based on this close. Could have bought it at the open here, booked profits here. Small trade, but it transpired. The idea is to see the process over and over and over again. Of course, this is meant to be educational. So, Bitcoin, US dollar, same thing. Had a settlement below a support structure and had the opportunity to book profits as price had literally tested our indicated area of support. So, again, just proves that the analysis does work. Now, is it perfect every single time? Of course not. Nothing in life is perfect every single time. But if we do this over and over and over again, obviously, you can see the results. So, what are we looking at that's open? Google, Class A, Alphabet. We have a short opportunity around this area. Currently, not working for us at the moment. It is playing in this area. But you could see that price has retested, resistance above on several occasions here, and it seems to be holding. So if it does continue to hold, this should continue to work its way down. If it does, we have a target conservatively at 230, stop at 24.75. And a short entry at 22.75. So this remains actionable. But keep in mind, guys, we just tested support on the major averages. If we do get a push higher, some of these short ideas that I'm going to share with you today may not transpire for us. Boeing got beat up on earnings, triggered a opportunity to sell based on this candle's price action. We advised advancing our stop based on continued price action. And now we are moving our way towards our target. So far, at the moment, we're sitting in the profit. We're happy with this trade. Again, entry stop was here, advanced stop right there. I really like the little bit of risk we're taking for the decent amount of reward that looks to be left in this trade. So I'm happy here. Netflix keeps dancing around the area which we suggested to short from. We did not quite get to our target, so we came just a hair short. We'll see what transpires with this. Again, if the overall market gets strength, the NASDAQ particularly, and pushes higher, this may do us a disservice. But we will see what transpires there. Chevron, this has proven itself over and over again. Great company, but as if you watched yesterday's video, I've been showing you that crude oil has been doing what we call coiling. It's bound up, and as that coiling gets tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter, typically when that coil breaks and snaps, price typically travels in a particular direction. Now we believe the direction is to the upside. And if that is in fact the case, $200 on Chevron is not far-fetched. This is the setup for entry, buy around 159. You can see we've, successfully had the opportunity to buy this on several occasions. We've retested the area of what was once resistance, now support. You can see we tested it, traded below it, but closed above it, and now price action is still pushing higher. So initial entry stop was here, advanced stop was here after we have proven that our area of what was once resistance is now in fact support. So entry 159, stop 151. Target is projected to be about 200 as this transpires for us. So we'll see what happens, but it's a matter of the backside of crude oil cooperating for us. Ford offered us a short opportunity here, breaking several channel structures. We have a stop above at 1525 and a target below at 1165. Traded really nicely into this week. And then, of course, we had a little bit of strength into Friday. And you could see price action kind of just pulled its way back up. So, guys, just a rule of thumb, if we ever come within 1% of our target, my idea is to move my stop to break even. That's the way I personally do it. It may be something you want to employ because it may prevent some stop outs that were avoidable. We don't want to turn winning trades into losing trades. So, it's just an idea. I don't know if, in fact, this even came within 1%. No, it still had quite a bit to go. But we'll see what transpires on this. We'll see. Remember, the overall market movement is still bearish, but we are expecting a bounce. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Citigroup has been selling off, continuing to retest this area of where it has transpired from. This was our entry to go short. In fact, we could advance our stop based on this price action right here. So we have a high here of 53, so we could put this at $54. We could advance our stop. So we have retested this area of what was once support, now resistance. We have confirmed that price action tested through it and then still closed below it. That does tell me that this is still intact. Price currently sitting here, target at 42. I would now be working my stop at 54. So we're risking such a very, very small amount of money at this point. A $54 stop with a $52.25 entry, and with a target at $42. So I like it. It's working in the right direction. I love when I get the chance to advance a stop. Lock in a little bit of risk, tighten that up a little bit. It makes me happy. Apple. Ooh. So, guys, listen. If this stock turns and pulls higher, it will likely pull the whole market higher. If this stock does go lower, based on this weekly settlement, it would likely drag the Nasdaq lower with it. This is a heavily influenced, influences the market, just like Google. Remember, market averages are weighted based on the value of companies. So putting that in perspective, Apple is obviously heavily weighted, particular company. You can see we are in the midst of a downtrend. We identify that by an impulse, followed by a correction, followed by another impulse. We have a high here and a lower high there. We have a low here and a lower low here. So we are in a technical downtrend. This does offer us 1+% confirmation. So we could have a target down here about 133 or so. So if this stock does push lower, it will in fact drag the Nasdaq lower. If Google does push lower, it will drag the Nasdaq lower. If Netflix goes lower, it will drag the Nasdaq lower. So just keeping in mind, we are playing with three very heavily weighted stocks right now: Apple, Google, Netflix. So if things change, understand that it's going to pull other things right along with it. But here nor there, it is what it is. I'm showing you the technical setup. Ultimately, what happens is out of my control. You all know that. But we will see in the coming days what happens with these particular stocks. And last but not least, gold futures sets up nicely for a short. Don't love the fact that the risk is greater than the reward. I covered this in yesterday's video, but for those shorter term traders or for those who are willing to take a larger risk, this did certainly meet my criteria as far as the entry process goes. We have 2.85% worth of confirmation there. This price should in fact test support below at some point. So you can see we made a breakout here, full channel extension. We've now successfully made a breakout here, and we are looking for a full channel extension completion. Stop about 1886, target about 1754. 1808, of course, is the entry area, but again, for me, the risk is a little bit larger than the reward. Makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but if those of you can dial this down on a tighter time frame, I wish you, obviously, of course, the very best. So, as I share all this with you for information and educational purposes, the point of the matter is that if we repetitively are able to find the same setup over and over and over and over again, we're going to win more often than we lose, A. B, for those of us who are strict with taking positions where the reward is larger than the risk that also, is super helpful in when we do take small losses, that it doesn't chew away at our winners. And C, this has proven to be wildly profitable and successful for me over many, many, many years. So, I share all this with you because this methodology is not something I invented. It's just something that I have studied. I've created a discipline around it and a trade plan around it, and it works. It works for us. Again, will all of these trades work? No. But I showed you the NASDAQ that worked. I showed you S&P that worked. I showed you the Bitcoin big move that worked. And if you go to the website, anthonyspeciale.com, under the blog page, you will see trade after trade after trade after trade after trade of how over and over and over again this setup, this analysis is efficient, is effective, and does work. I run paid services based on this analysis and how effectively this works. With Traders Agency, I run the Speciale Report. We've just built a brand new product called Project 6x6. I run Rapid Wealth Alliance. I run Small Cap Fortunes. I write a newsletter called Better Way to Wealth, and everything, whether it's fundamental or technical based, eventually circles back to somehow I do my technical analysis. So I share this with you guys because it's super valuable. I wish somebody shared it with me, and they didn't. But here nor there, that's why I'm doing it for you, 100% for free. All I ask of you is, if you're enjoying these videos, if you find them valuable, if you find them informational, if you're learning something, below, if you could like, share, subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it so I could share this with more people for free. So, hope you have a great day. Hope you have a blessed day. Hope you have a profitable day. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow.